Welcome to Salento with Love. I'm Davide Mengoli, and what you're going to be seeing through this video is above the ordinary. This is Masseria La Torre. How can you describe beauty? How would you describe all those elements that we look for in life to feel special? Well, I think all of those elements, at whatever level you are in your life, you would find them as we navigate this space. I wouldn't use the word care when it comes to this property. I would say soul. And the reason why I say soul is because many properties scattered around, probably Puglia, that are at this extraordinary level have been used for tourism. This particular property, it's been the home of an amazing couple. So everything you see has that love, the passion, the attention to put something and create something that will give pleasure to themselves. I think this is actually one of those elements that we all look for, putting that personal touch, that personal mark onto something. Masseria La Torre has all of those elements, and he has all of those elements right from the moment start, when the gate opens up in front of you and you are confronted with this majestic building. So let's go and explore together Masseria La Torre. Thank you for watching my videos, but if you haven't become a subscriber yet, press the subscribe button, leave a comment. We always appreciate your comments. Thank you. Once the gates open up, you are surrounded in an olive tree park of over 35 acres of land. The property is embedded in a nature park. The only sound that you hear is the beautiful sound of nature. The stone walls that wrap the building are almost like the hug of Mother Nature. A very harmful parking area allows to keep your cars and vehicles out of sight from nature. The idea wasn't to keep them away from the sun, but to keep them away from the elements of sight, keeping the nature element dominating the entire space. A gate allows you to walk into paradise. You're welcomed with a tree, which is already a very rare tree, planted for a purpose, right at the feet of a majestic tower. As we navigate the space, a little orange garden represents a very old element that was found in Masseria, a secret garden with trees that were not for everyone, but just for the people that could afford to have orange trees and lemon trees surrounded or protected by the dry stone walls. And yes, the sight and the spectacle that is opened in front of our eyes, it's second to none. The green meeting the blue of the sky meeting the turquoise of the swimming pool, and the yellowness of the pietra leccese stone creates the perfect environment for your soul to be refilled. A trullo in the background, built with ancient techniques, brings that element of history into such a contemporary space. A very special swimming pool with colors that really give so much pleasure to the eyes, but also a swimming pool that is fully heated, 20 meters in length. Surrounded by one of the most beautiful secret gardens in Puglia. The pergola area with the bougainville hanging over, it's perfect for those days of meditation, for entertaining your guests, for reading a book, or just simply to enjoy the colors of nature and the sound. But we must remember we're in Italy. Pizza making, it's a very important thing for us. So what about a stone oven that allows you to entertain your friends in this majestic space outside, together with a fully kitted barbecue area and everything you need in order to entertain yourself and all the people that love you. Oh, are you still there? That means that you are enjoying our videos. Thank you very much for following the channel. Did you know that every Friday we issue a video called Thank God It's Friday, and you can sit if you join our membership? Do that, and I'll see you every Friday. The garden area that you're just about to enter, it's potentially one of the most extraordinary examples of gardening in Puglia. Changing through the course of the seasons, and also giving new life to some of the trees that they've left us. Some of the olive trees that have abandoned us, now they've been given a new life through the vegetation planted in them. A fig tree growing out of an olive wood tree. And the backdrop of the Masseria. This natural path leads us to a tennis court. Yes, the opportunity to have your own private tennis court and enjoy, with tennis being one of my biggest passions, this would be the perfect place. Waking up in the morning, play some tennis, have a shower, jump in the pool, read a book, do some meditation. Can you think of a better life? The old meeting the new. What you do see on the right-hand side is over 10 acres of land which have been replanted with new olive trees. A full irrigation system runs through the entire plantation. Only within the next 2 years, we're going to see the production of olive oil from these beautiful new trees. What can we say about the outside? Well, I can think of many things: meditating, reading, jumping in a swimming pool, playing tennis, having guests around, having an extraordinary crazy party. I can think of many things that this property will do to every one of you. I just think it's such a rare opportunity. The outside grounds are special, wouldn't be sufficient. So you'll decide what word you would like to use to describe what you've just seen through this video. But we're about the inside of the property. We're about the place that protects you. Well, let's go and see it together. It's time to step inside. The abundance of light is what makes of the living space a very special living space. Bouncing off, looking at the back wall, it almost looks like you're looking at a painting of a trulli in the background with a round window, same shape as the trulli, that roundness, that softness that was used in ancient time, reflected in this building. Continuing to navigate this space will fill your soul with beauty and calmness. Welcome to the master bedroom. Daily you've navigated the space, you have seen the tower room. A masseria will not be a masseria without a tower, and this one is called Masseria La Torre. So let's get up to the top. There is also a trulli outside with another bedroom. You're entering another piece of the secret garden, but this also hosts a little house which is used for people that live here looking after the house. So what can we call it? I'm not sure, but even there, a lot of taste is going into it in making sure that it blends in with the style and the quality of living that you would expect in a property of this level. Well, the house will not be the house that it is if it didn't have an underground space. Should we go? But a little architectural detail. I love how this wall has almost a funnel shape, pushing you, inviting you to go this way. And we are entering the dungeons. Come with me. Well, not really a dungeon, but oh my God. Well, a cellar, it's a must. Can you imagine in the middle of the countryside with a property surrounded by some of the most spectacular gardens with privacy? And then underground, your own private cellar to store your special wines, your incredible prosciutto and salami, to entertain your guests and also for yourself. Well, mainly for yourself, because we are the number one. But, well, what about also an area where you can just relax? Well, I told you, if you stayed all the way through these videos and you got here, then you'll understand that I wasn't exaggerating. The architecture of this building, second to none. The idea of having a cellar and a spa the size of the entire property underground. Well, what can I say to that? A beautiful pool, a little gym, your massaging area, but also a Turkish bath, carefully tiled with mosaic tiles, and a beautiful sauna. small bathroom with this very Gothic ceiling servicing your spa area. Changing rooms and robes for you and your guests. And the shower area. You know, showers, I like them large. Well, this is definitely a big shower for 2 people. And with a light well, bringing natural light from upstairs, all covered in natural stone and beautiful tiles. Privileged to have been able to walk through this masseria. Masseria, over the course of centuries, they've changed the usage. This started as a place for people to trade and bring a family together, looking after the agricultural system. But over these last few decades, they've become very much an opportunity for us to enjoy nature, to enjoy all of those elements that makes us feel special. Masseria La Torre, it's definitely one of those places that I have said many times through the course of this video will fill your soul, and we need that in our life. So I'm sure you have enjoyed it, trying to imagine yourself living in Masseria La Torre, surrounded by this spectacular symphony of nature. Thank you very much for watching this, and stay safe wherever you are.